everyone, it's Lisa. Today on DoodleDrawArt, we're going to do a super easy version of the elf on the shelf. So we're going to start off with paper, and you're going to need a pencil and an eraser, and then you're going to need 3 colors, which are blue for the eyes, brown for the hair, and red for the clothing. And the lips are also red. And then you could use a regular fine point Sharpie and also an ultra fine point Sharpie. And I also have a peach color for the skin. And probably be nice to have some pink for the cheeks also. So I'll grab one of those also before we get started. Alright, so what we're going to do is use our pencil first so that we can get our basic shape of this elf on the page. So always start with pencil and always do your best. What we're going to do is we're going to make a U for the elf's face, just right here in the middle of the page. Nice, easy U. And then we're going to make the ears on both sides. So these are C shapes, one on each side. And you can see I let the U come a little bit up into where the ear is. Then we're going to make the brim of the hat. So we're going to draw a line that's just out above the ears a little bit here, and we're going to come up in a little tiny arc going above, and then another little tiny arc going below. So that's the white brim of the hat. And then your elf on a shelf has a really tall pointy hat, so go right as high as you can up your paper and then back down. So this is, I planned to leave enough room here, and it could even be pointier, but I wanted to have room down here for the body and the legs, which is probably going to take as much room as the hat did. So if you want to, start in the very middle. That's a good idea. So now for the neck, we're not going to see very much of the neck, but it's just going to be right here in the middle. And we're going to draw a little curve here for the top of the collar. Then we're going to draw the collar sticking out, so it's just going to come straight out to the side like this on both sides. And then it's going to go zigzaggy, and probably you want to get this middle one right. So let's start there, just a V, just below the chin. And then we'll do another V here. And then this last one can just connect over to the side. And the same thing over here, V's that connect. Great. Now, my elf is going to be sitting and hugging his knees. So let's draw one arm that's coming from the side and hugging over. So this is sort of like a boomerang shape. So we're going to go over to the elbow and then across the body like a boomerang. And we're going to go around the boomerang, back and stop, and then up towards the body. Great. And then you're going to see the body coming down a little bit on this side. Okay, other arm is going to be in behind this one, but it's got the same idea. So it's going to be a boomerang over to the elbow, about the same length as this one, and then across this way, and behind, and then back over, and up towards the body. So we're heading right into the fringe around the neck, the collar. And then from here we're going to see mostly the legs. So let's see. Let's come down from the side here for a second. Just imagine you could see the side of the body. It's just going to come down on an angle like this. And then we're going to see the back part of the elf, and it's going to come up. And then we're going to see underneath this leg. So we'll just bump it down a little bit like this. That's underneath the leg. And then it's going to come up until right about here. Now I'm stopping just for a second because I'm not sure where the leg is going to come down. I'm going to finish drawing the top. So here's the leg going through like this. And then we've got the knees for both legs right up here. And this leg is going to come crossing straight through and down and curving back up. So I guess we can see just up to there. Perfect. And then you can see the other leg a little bit from back here. And also this one is going to be coming down all the way, curving, and back up. All right, so now let's just draw the shelf because our elf is on a shelf. So here we go, just a nice line underneath the elf right here. And of course, there's just one thing missing. the hair and the face. So we're going to do that now. So right up here, we're just going to have a little bit of bangs showing. So it goes toward the face, swoop back, and then swoop up to the top. And then on this side, it's going to come down the side of the face and back up. And the same thing on this side, it's going to come down the side and back up to the hat. So you can leave a little bit of white right here, a little bit of empty space between where the hair goes up and where the hat starts. All right, nice, we're almost done. So now to draw the nose and the mouth, we're just going to draw a little turned up nose right here. If you think about where the ears are, the nose is going to be right there, right where my pencil is right now. And it's just a tiny little turned up nose, so we're just going to draw an upside down U right there, right in the middle. Perfect. And then we'll draw the mouth, and it's a happy smiling mouth, so we'll just draw a nice little smile. Simple, simple mouth. We can draw little cheeks on the end like this. And if you're drawing the girl version of this elf, you could show her hair coming down the back a bit further. You can't really tell she's wearing a skirt, but you could add one. And then for the eyes, the way the elf's eyes are shaped is, I'm just going to think about the nose here for 1 second, right here at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw two little lines that curve upward towards, if they're not really straight. Can you see that? If this is straight, then these are curving up just a little bit. And then we're going to draw the eyes. So it's going to come up like this and down. And the same thing here, up like this and down. And now the elf is looking off to the side. So in this case, the eyelashes are going to be to this side. And in this case, they're going to be to this side. And then we're going to draw the eye. So we're going to have a nice big black center in both eyes. And when we color this in, we're going to leave a white spot in the middle. And I'm just going to make this one, see how I really like the way this one turned out, but this one not so much. So I'm going to do a little erasing. This is why we use our pencil at the beginning, because we want to make sure that we're happy with everything that we do before we start to color it with anything permanent, like marker or color pencils. So I see what I don't like as much on this one. What I don't like as much is that I couldn't see the bottom of the oval. So see how this one I can see the oval in the black part. I hadn't left quite enough room in this one. I wasn't coming down first and then up. And so that's going to be better. Down first and then up. Yes, definitely going to be better. All right, and then there's going to be a blue area around it, but I don't need to actually draw that because I will cover it when I'm using the marker. Okay, so let's use our fine point Sharpie, and oh, you might want to draw eyebrows too. They just go like this. Just little ones. They don't touch the hair. So don't touch the hair there. Little eyebrows. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline the facial features with my fine point Sharpie. If I can get it going. Lately I always pick up the one that doesn't work. Because sometimes it does work. I guess that's what's going on. So just a little line here for each eyebrow, and then just a thin line to trace the eye and the eyelashes. And then we're going to leave the little circle very close to the edge here. So I'm just going to draw a black circle first, like that, and then I'm going to color in the rest of the black. Just like that. All right, so the nose and the smile. So now the rest of this you could do with your dark Sharpie, with your fine point thicker one. So I'm just going to go over all of the lines that I've drawn. I wonder what your elf on the shelf is going to get up to this year, what kind of mischief your elf will find. Because elf on a shelf is always finding mischief. Sometimes they like to spill the marshmallows. Sometimes they like to switch the cereal inside the boxes. My elf is mischievous sometimes. Is your elf is mischievous? You can tell us in the comments. below this video. So I've got lots of really great things to draw for Christmas. You could check out the channel. There's Santa Claus and a cute baby reindeer and candy canes and gingerbread boy and a Christmas tree and a present and oh my gosh, so many things. So why don't you tell me what is your favorite doodle draw video for Christmas things? There's so many. I bet you've drawn a few already. Lots of people have. Almost done. Almost done. And next I'm going to erase all of the pencil lines that are still on my page, because some of them you can see. Some of them are still there. So just gently erasing all of this. And the next thing I'm going to do is add the blue to the eyes and the pink on the cheeks, and then everything else I'm going to do in time lapse. Awesome. Okay. So pink for the cheeks, just a little bit. And if you want, you can put a little bit of pink on the lips too. And blue for the eyes. Now this just needs to go along one edge, like this. Just a thin line of blue, just along the edge. Just enough. I think we need a little more there. Yes, great. Okay, so now I'm going to use my peach-colored crayon and do the ears and the face, and everything else will be with marker. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching me draw this nice, easy elf on a shelf. Hope you drew it too. And I would love it if you would click like if you liked watching me draw this, and subscribe to my channel so that you can draw with me again. Thanks for watching.